Did I bring it out? Okay, let me just read a little of it to us. Is somebody getting this? Now, in Athens, during its democratic period, the structure and function of the ecclesia evolved over time, but it was built on key functional principles. Number one, membership and partnership. The ecclesia was open to all male citizens over a certain age, 18 to 20, or 18 or 20, typically 18 or 20, who had complete military training. Unlike aristocratic councils, participation was not based on wealth or noble birth, but on citizenship. Meeting place. So the ecclesia has meeting place. They have agenda and decision. Do you know that they have democratic nature and influence and all that? Now listen, they said averagely the ecclesia is made up of 500 people, the council of 500. So in the whole of the Greek cities, they have about 500 people who represent everybody in the city. They come to that council. Anywhere they meet has become what? The place that houses the ecclesia. So the ecclesia was not a building. You see, even the Greeks understood that ecclesia is not a building. The ecclesia can decide to meet anywhere. The ecclesia can meet in a restaurant. Did you see how things have declined? Most of us were taught that the church is a building. That's why people rush down to where? The altar. Run to the altar and lay all your problem there. Ecclesia. Ecclesia. Come and lie down here, you will find nothing. Ecclesia. Lying down on the altar. No member of the ecclesia go and lie down on the place. See, no citizen run to the place where the ecclesia met and be laid on the ground. Because they know there's no power there. The power is in the people who decide. So the ecclesia are council members that decide who will rule, what goes on in the nation, laws and policies that should govern the nation. And they have a head. So in the kingdom, there is an ecclesia that is responsible for how things are run. So, every one of us are what? Citizens of the kingdom as members of the church. Because the people that form the ecclesia are first citizens. So we are citizens of the kingdom, but what? People who make up a council that is a decision, a deciding body. I would have carried you to Isaiah chapter 14, but we are not interested. Maybe we should just round up shortly. Abi? We'll round up shortly, we'll continue from here. Okay? Is that clear? Yes. But we're already touching this stuff. So the ecclesia decide what should govern the country, the state, the kingdom. And we as Christ ecclesia, where are we? We are where? In heavenly places in Christ Jesus. So the policies that we are involved with should be governing which kind of citizens. That means the things that should be proceeding from the council of the ecclesia are things that will do about the administration of cherubs. That's why as a council member of the ecclesia, as a member of the ecclesia, if demons still they press you, you don't know who you are. Because see, we are supposed to actually be deciding matters. That's why Paul says, don't you know you will judge angels? So people have said is in the future. Future where? As the ecclesia, we are a council that decides rulership and governance in the kingdom of light. That's why we used to say that a person cannot say, I'm a council member of the ecclesia, that decide on matters that has to do with kingdom administration in the heavens. And a demon of oppression is oppressing him. You see, listen, let me tell you something about kingdom things. That's why a person cannot say he has understood kingdom things when in small matters that has to do with this small spirit, he can't handle it. He may know it, but he has not become it. Are you following? You remember what we said? What's the goal of our transformation? Becoming fully like Christ, the image of the one we have become. But the proof that you are transforming is that you can handle life issues, circumstances of the earth. So if you say you are transforming, you are a member of the ecclesia. I'm a member of the council. And yet, life situations or situations that define life and existence on this earth is pulling you out of that consciousness of your dominion in Christ Jesus. What's happening to you? It's a sign that you are not changing. You see why I wrote in the flyer? I mean, we wrote in the introduction of the meeting that it will train us from where? The goal is sonship. But where? Lordship and kingship. You see, these are the trajectory of our maturity as sons. Lordship, kingship, sonship. You see how I've tried to reach here small? It's from here we have started Thursday meeting. But you see that we are ready. Today is the last day. That's the day we have reached small. Have you understood it here? Till here? No. Till this point. Are you sure? Let me close this meeting. All right? Let's close. Let's round up. So that we can take a meal, a lunch, right? And then we'll come for a break. When we come back for our break, we're going to try and round up. Because we want to still talk about how you can have your eyes lifted up. So that what we are now saying, you can practicalize it. Because see, a lot of believers know certain things, but they don't know how to practically apply the same to change things around them. That's why I told you that a problem